Everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. Today I am doing a tour of my Notion. If you don't know about Notion, it's basically a website where you can organize your life and it's extremely customizable. I honestly didn't hear about it till this past January winter break kind of time, and at first I was a little overwhelmed. I think most people are, but the reason I love it is because I don't have to make it super complicated. I don't have to make it super overwhelming. I can just have it be a place to keep all of my notes, tabs, planning, literally everything on one website and make it look aesthetic if I want, or not. It doesn't matter. So I'm gonna do a little tour of it. Let me know your guys' thoughts on Notion below. This isn't sponsored. This is just to share with you guys how I am keeping my life together with this online website. And yeah, I'm excited to show you all. I know this was requested. So you just go to your Notion, and you know I have like Hannah's Notion right here. I called it Dream It, Achieve It just because, you know, that's my brand. That's what everything of mine is called. And I got this front page template from a website from watching Julia Christ's YouTube video about Notion. I will link her video and the template below, but I definitely customized this template a lot. The main layout, these little background tabs, these little tabs here, those are from the template, but I changed a lot of things as well. So I just have an inspirational quote up here as like the cover, and then the title. I have my week to-dos here. This was because I was doing a sponsorship with HelloFresh, so I could cancel my own account. I also need to pay rent this week. Anything like that I keep right up here at the top, just like little things that maybe don't make it to a daily to-do list that I just need to do throughout the week. And then here is where it looks the most aesthetic, I will tell you. I brought in some photos from Pinterest. I have a little quote here. I added in my own Spotify playlist. That's my favorite to use when I work, which is just instrumental saxophone jazz. So we have a little playlist for that here. And then I have my March business to-dos here. So these are 5 things that I want to get done in March. But if you want to have like a daily to-do, that's here. I use my planner, but you can also have that in this. I don't use this for school at all, by the way. I don't use my Notion for my school. I want this to just be for like work and YouTube and inspirational things. So up here, you may have noticed some little tabs. Out of these 3, these were all templates. The only one I kind of use is this reading dictionary, or really I could call it reading list, because it's all the books that I want to read in the near future, or I have read. Why is it's not, okay, I can't change that, I guess. We learn as we go. So here's a few that I'm reading or that I've finished, and I can't figure out how to delete this bottom piece. So that's why this want to read is here, but I'm kind of putting all of them in this little bookshelf here. So I'm still playing around with this part. But what I have customized and I love is my little content section. So I'll take you through this first. So I have my YouTube notes, which are basically video ideas I have, and like for Notion towards being filmed. Oh, beautiful. This March plan with me. I'm in the editing stage. You know, in here I can put like little notes. So if I'm like film this on a certain day, I can write in notes or points I want to make so that I'm not like grabbing random pieces of note paper when I'm jotting down my scripts for my YouTube videos, or like, you know, what I use to what I want to say. And then I just made this little board that reminds me a lot of Trello. They have this option for a board view. You can do different views of all your notes, but I just use the board view because it has like filmed, editing, posted. This is you know, just my ideas. So then my TikTok content is very similar. TikTok and Reels, I kind of use it for both. I have my ideas here, the ones I've filmed, and then my edited, and then my posted. And that's how I keep track of my TikTok and Reels content. And then one I'm really proud of is my sponsorships board. So I did this again in the board view, but I did it by month. So we have my sponsorships in February, my sponsorships in March, and then in April, and I'll continue to go. Right now, I only have planned out till April. And this is really, really helpful because, especially because I've been working with more brands recently, and brands that are so cool and that I love and I'm so thankful to work with, but it's kind of hard to keep them track in my head. And so here I can kind of keep notes, like this was a one integrated YouTube video. I have other ones. And for this sponsorship, they also gave me like a media kit. So I put like the link to the media kit, to this, my contract, which I don't think I can show you, but I like keep all the files for each sponsorship as well. So the contracts, the influencer slideshows, you know, that they send to help us with planning and, you know, my creative concepts. I keep all of that here in each one. So as you can see, I have a lot in March coming up, which is exciting. And then, so that kind of covers my content. Then I just have a few other templates here on the side. I created the daily schedule at the beginning of my semester. If you guys saw like my setting up for my semester video, I put it in here because I just wanted to have an idea of like how much time I had in my days to do what. I haven't followed this strictly for, you know, Mondays and Wednesdays and Tuesdays and Thursdays, but it gave me an idea of like how much I can fit in a day with my new school schedule, since I was just getting used to the class schedule and all of that for spring semester. Then we have my new template, which I just created this month that I'm excited to start using, and it's called Revenue Streams. So I have my February monthly goal. You guys are seeing so much personal insight. So my goal for the month of February is to make $3,000. I don't know if I've hit that because I'm still waiting on my email from my management company to tell me how much I've made with my sponsorships. But I added in how much I made for my AdSense into this it's actually kind of like a little Excel sheet, which is super cool in Notion because it adds up the sum here at the bottom. So let's just say with this, I made $100. It'll add it up here. So it's like a little spreadsheet, Excel sheet in Notion, which is super cool. So yeah, I'm just gonna have my different monthly goals, copy and paste the spreadsheets. I gotta, you know, edit this to be for March, but that's a really cool feature that I'm using to just really keep track. I know it's like, Hannah, you don't already keep track of how much money you make. Guys, I really don't, because I have so many different ways that it comes into my bank account. And I have a PayPal and my business and my personal bank account. So it's kind of hard to track all my income. And so, yeah, I really just want to know like how much revenue am I making each month. So we have this in Notion. This is a fun template that I created to help me with my monthly goals, and I love this because it's just so cute. I have through July with little emojis that match the month. I showed this in my plan with me get set up for a new month. So I basically list out my goals for each month, and then at the end of the month I go in and I add a check mark for the ones I've hit and then an X for the ones I haven't gotten. So here's my February. Here's my March, which I'm still working on. I'm going to tweak a little bit. I want to add, start using Clubhouse, actually. There's a new goal I'm adding for myself. And then, you know, I'll add in April and all of them. And it's just so cute. You can see your little goals for each month. And then I have a little workbook launch strategy. And as you can see, there's like a tab under this one. So this one is like my emails for the workbook launch, my email strategy. And actually I have someone who works with me on this, Linnell, who helps me with my email marketing. She actually has access to this one page on my Notion as well, and she can type out things and all of that. So this has been super duper helpful. Then under here I have my photo shoot page, and this is where I kind of use Notion again as like an inspo board, because I love how Notion, you can make it like really specific, like my revenue streams. Okay, it's just numbers and words, or I can make it super inspirational, like with this gallery view of ideas I have for my photo shoot for the new workbook. So I have like, okay, I want a chic vibe, I want chill, I want movement, and I basically just, you know, add a photo in from Pinterest here, and it kind of like shows up on here. And I also added like influencer list I want to send my workbooks to, my outfits that I'm already planning in my head, just jotting them down so I have them somewhere. And so I'm really loving this page and adding to it as I prep for the photo shoot at the end of March. And then lastly, I have a page that's just super easy to get to on my phone. So I also have the Notion app on my phone, and so I can look at all of this when I'm on the go. But it's just a groceries and things. So before I head to the grocery store, instead of using the Notes app on my iPhone, I use it here because I feel like it takes up less space. I always know where it is. In Notes, I have so many notes on my iPhone that I always am constantly having to like scroll to find the right list. But here, it's always just here. Here I can like make this a heading, And so yeah, I can have a running target list that I kind of write out, or for Publix, Trader Joe's, and just whenever then I go to the store, I know exactly what I've been making a list of and needing, and it's all in one spot. So that's kind of how I use Notion for personal aspects along with business and YouTube. So that was a tour of my Notion. I hope it was helpful and inspirational maybe, or motivational. You can go out and try Notion for yourself. Let me know if you use Notion down below, and if you do, how you use it. I'd love to just chat about your favorite templates. There are ones already created, so you can like go through here and like make them, like I kind of just take their templates and then edit it for what I need, which usually means deleting a lot of stuff, just because I don't want it to be like super confusing or overwhelming. I like it simple and cute. So that is how I use Notion. I hope you guys found this video helpful, and I will see you in my next one. Bye. Peace out.